3 years after a woman became unresponsive during an arrest and then later on died at a hospital, Salt Lake County District Attorney has decided the officers involved here will not face criminal charges. News Special Sheriff Park joined us live right now. And Sheriff, even though the officers have been cleared here, experts say one of their tactics needs to be reviewed.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. District Attorney Sim Gill says that agencies all over the state need to review their use of the prone position when making an arrest. That's when they're belly down, face down on the ground. He says that anyone who may be using drugs or maybe medically compromised, have medical issues, if they're put in that position and under duress, it's possible it could contribute to serious injury or even death.
Salt Lake County Attorney Sim Gill declining charges against 4 police officers involved in the 2022 arrest of 40-year-old Megan Mon, who was trespassing at a Salt Lake refinery.
Ms. Mon then began aggressively struggling with the officers and kicking at them.
During the arrest, Mon was restrained in the prone position, face down, arms and legs restrained behind her back.
Officer Hatch later described, "I responded by placing my left knee on the small of Ms. Mon's back."
Minutes into the arrest, Mon stopped moving. The officers tried first aid, but she never regained consciousness. She died 19 days later in a hospital.
Ms. Mon, quote, died as a result of anoxic brain injury due to cardiac arrest.
While an autopsy determined Mon's death was caused in part by her drug use, the use of the prone position restraint on a drug-using or medically compromised person was put into question. Amanda O'Driscoll, a medical expert who studies cases like this, says what it does is send a wave of adrenaline and dopamine to their brains.
It's similar to a vehicle engine being over-revved and redlined, and the gas pedal is never released. If they are not treated, the engine will blow, resulting in a patient's death.
While Gill says the officers in Mon's arrest were following their training, he's calling on law enforcement to review their use of the prone position. He says for those medically compromised, it could lead to serious injury or even death.
Review and retrain officers consistent with current medical knowledge regarding the dangers of prone positions, especially for medically high-risk individuals.
Now, this is a discussion that's happening not only here in Utah, but across the nation. Today, we also heard from West Jordan Police Chief Ken Wallentine, and he said that officers need to stop the thinking that just because a person is breathing and talking when they're in that position, that they're physically doing okay. He, along with O'Driscoll and Gill, are now working together to share this medical insight from these cases that they're studying so that these departments can get that better training. Mike and Ashley will send it back into you guys.
All right, Sheriff Park live for us this evening. Sheriff, thank you.